Is it recording? Yeah.
I call a shot. I'm with the murder team.
Morning.
Call a cop. We in the building. Y'all are not. You showing the paper, you gon' ball or not.
What's going on?
I'm a boss. Bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I play the shots. I call the cops.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kelly. I will be your nurse today. What brings you into the office?
I need a physical exam for school.
Okay, have you had any symptoms? Headaches, seizures, tingling?
No, none
Okay.
of those.
We'll begin with the exam, okay? So I'm going to begin your assessment doing a neuro assessment. I'm going to test your 12 cranial nerves. So I'm going to have you close your eyes and hold one side of your nostril and tell me what you smell.
Cinnamon.
Yep. And to the other side.
Wait a minute, is there
An orange.
There's only one.
And now I'm going to have you smell both nostrils.
Oh, okay, because Ann just asked me if we were gonna use the room across the hall.
The second cranial nerve, which is the optic nerve, and I will do a confrontation test, and she will have to tell me when she sees my fingers coming from behind.
Yes.
And if she can't see my fingers, that indicates vision loss or papilledema. So now I will test her third, fourth, and sixth cranial nerves. So I will assess her pupils. And her pupils should constrict. And her sclera is nice and white. Her eyes are nice and round, and they're reactive to light. There's no drooping. So now I will assess to see if I see the red pupillary reflex, which I do see, and you will look in the eye to see all of the structures, the veins, the arteries, and see if there's anything abnormal, and everything looks normal. And you will test both sides. So now I will test her accommodation. I'm looking for a pupillary change, so I'm going to have her look here and then at that screen. Her fifth cranial nerve, which is the trigeminal nerve, and I will have her clench her teeth. And I'm feeling for equal clenching on both sides. And do you have any pain when you do that? No. Now I will assess her light touch sensation. So I will have her close her eyes, and she will have to tell me when she feels a light touch. So now I will assess her seventh cranial nerve, which is the facial nerve, and I will have her smile. And I'm looking for symmetry here, and I will have her puff her cheeks, raise her eyebrows, smile, stick your tongue out.
Yeah. Action.
So now I will test her eighth cranial nerve, which is the acoustic nerve, and I will perform this by doing a whisper test. So I will whisper something in her ear, and she needs to tell me what I said.
ABSN.
And I will check both sides.
Help me.
So now I will begin the vibration assessment. I will test the patient's ability to feel vibration. So I'm going to hit a tuning fork, and she's going to tell me when she stops feeling the vibration.
No.
And then you can test it again. So now I will test her 9th and 10th cranial nerve. So the 9th nerve, I'm going to depress her tongue. And she has to say ah. And I want to see the uvula move up and down as she says ah. Next I will test her 11th cranial nerve, which is the spinal accessory nerve. And I will test her resistance against both sides. And then I will test her shoulder shrug, and I'm making sure that they are equal. And now I will test her strength with both sides. Good. Now I will test her resistance in her legs push up. Okay. Next, I will assess her 12th cranial nerve, which is the hypoglossal nerve. So I'll have her stick her tongue out, and I'm looking for it to be center in the midline, and it doesn't deviate. And then I will test her speech. I will have her say light, tight, dynamite.
Light, tight, dynamite.
And her speech is clear and even. Now we are going to test your tactile discrimination, so I'm going to have you close your eyes, and we're going to test your stereogenesis, so I'm going to have you open your hands, and I'm going to place an object in your hand, and you have to tell me what it is.
I got the keys, keys, keys. I got the keys, keys, keys. I got the keys, keys, keys. I got
A key.
Correct. Next, we are going to test, it's called graph, so I'm going to have you open your hands. And I'm going to draw a letter or a number, and you have to tell me what I draw. 3, correct. And I'm going to test the other side. 4, yeah. Code.
Action.
So next I will assess her 2-point location. So I'm going to have you close your eyes as well and roll up your sleeve. And you're going to tell me when you feel, if you feel 2 points and 1. 2. 2. 1. Correct. That's the end of tactile discrimination. Okay. So now I will test your proprioception. So that's the awareness of your own body. So I'll have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna have you point to the body part that I tell you to. So start with your elbows.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
I will assess her deep tendon reflexes, and I will begin with the bicep one. So I will place my thumb on her tendon, and then I will hit it to see if it elicits a response. And if you see her finger flinch, that's a positive response. Now I will assess her tricep deep tendon reflex, so I'm going to have her arm out like this. And
That's
you saw
it.
her positive reflex. Next, I'm going to assess her brachioradialis deep tendon reflex. So I'm going to hold her arm like this. There you go. I will assess her patellar deep tendon reflex. So I'm going to Achilles tendon reflex, and I'm going to hold. So now I will assess her Babinski reflex. So I'm gonna So she shouldn't have a positive Babinski reflex, only babies have it, so she's normal. Cerebellar assessment, I'm going to have you walk and I'm going to observe your gait, so walk back and forth. This is called tandem walking.
You're looking pretty slow at this.
And now we will do a Romberg test. So you will stand right here. Do this, then this indicates alcohol intoxication. Now bend your knee. Good. Now I will do another coordination test where I have my finger out and she has to touch my finger and her nose while I move it. Good. Continuing with coordination, we're going to do a heel to shin test. So I'm going to have her lie down and she has to trace her heel on her shin. And as you can see, it's very smooth. There's no shaking or trembling. And she's coordinated. Assess her pronator drift. So I'm going to have her stand and hold her arms out like this. And I just want to see if there's any drifting of her arms, but they're nice and level. And she's good. So now we are going to test her coordination and I'm going to have her do a rapid hand movement like this. She does it great. So this completes our neuro assessment. She has all normal findings and her cranial nerves are all grossly intact. Wait, I got Diego, you saw it.
Come on, Diego, do it.
Do it.
Yes. You didn't shake your booty enough.
My name is Jasmine.
Kathy, what are you doing?
I think someone did the last time.
Have her look at that screen. So now I will assess Diego.
Action. Action. Action.
So now I will begin the assessment of the patient's ability to feel vibration. So I'm going to use a tuning fork. I could have
Diego, we're trying to work here.
So now I will.
Depending on which eye you're looking at, that's where you'll see that difference. I think
Did you get it? Did you get it? No.
It was still.
Oh, I didn't do the boomerang thing.
Coordination's the last one.
I'm tired. There's a lot of paragraphs.